Imagine you are in an important job interview and they ask, "Do you agree with our company's plan?" You confidently reply, "Yes, I am agree." Oops, a simple grammar mistake. There are many ways to learn English grammar, but one of the best ways is to learn from mistakes. Today, we will learn grammar by looking at 5 very common mistakes beginners make, and we will see real examples from movie scenes. Get ready to level up your English. Let's start with number 1. I am agree with you. Are you agree with me? The word agree is a verb, so it doesn't need a to be verb like am, is, or are. Adding am, is, or are makes the sentence grammatically incorrect. The correct structure is subject plus agree. I agree with you. We agree with your idea. To make questions or negatives, use do or does, don't or doesn't. Do you agree with me about the plan? So, are you agree with me is wrong. Do you agree with me about the plan? Does he agree that we need more time to finish the task? Does he agree? I don't agree with the decision to cancel the meeting. He doesn't agree with the changes in the company policy.
I totally agree with you, Annie.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
She agrees to the mission.
I'm betting she doesn't agree.
So tell me, what was it that you don't agree with that Jake does?
Does she agree?
Hanoi knows that you're going to start up again if they don't agree to talk.
If they don't agree to our demands...
No, that's why we're making a new one.
I did feel that there was nothing wrong until...
Is it only when she agrees with you that you do feel there's nothing wrong?
Dear Mark, I thought long and hard over what we discussed at camp and talked about it with my mother. She agrees with me.
Friends respect each other's decisions even if they don't agree with them.
Mistake number 2. She has much friends. What is the mistake here? There are 2 mistakes in this sentence. Let me explain. Many is used with countable nouns, the things you can count individually, one by one. For example, apples, books, friends. These are countable nouns, and for these countable nouns, you have to use many. Much is used with uncountable nouns, the things measured in amounts. You cannot count them. For example, water, sugar, money. These are uncountable nouns, and for these uncountable nouns, you have to use much. So, in this sentence, the word friends is countable, so it should be used with many, not much. But is it still correct to say she has many friends? No. Pay attention. We usually use many and much in questions and negative sentences. I don't have many ideas. Here, ideas is a countable noun in plural form and many is used for it, and the sentence is negative. I don't have many ideas. There isn't much time left. Here, time is an uncountable noun and much is used for it, and the sentence is negative. There isn't much time left. Do you have many questions? Questions is a plural countable noun, so it is used with many and in the question form. Do you have many questions? Is there much traffic today? Traffic is an uncountable noun. Here, much is used for it and in the question form of the sentence. Is there much traffic today? Remember, in positive sentences, we usually use phrases like a lot of or plenty of instead of many. they can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. She has a lot of friends. Not she has many friends. But you can say this sentence in a negative and it is correct. She doesn't have many friends. So I repeat it again. We should use many for countable nouns and much for uncountable nouns in negative and question form of sentences.
I don't have many friends.
And to be honest, I don't have many photos of myself.
And I don't have many people I can say that about.
It's been perfectly safe. He doesn't have many guests. Well, he doesn't have any guests.
Ross, how many parents have you lost?
I don't have many regrets, but the few I do still haunt me.
How many books can you count in the class?
I don't have much time. I go home right after school.
He doesn't have much time left.
Now, I would be more careful if I were you. He doesn't have much time.
Once I began working with my donors, I didn't have much time to dwell on Tommy or Ruth.
I didn't have much chance to talk to him, but wasn't he a little common?
Mama had promised I'd do all Mr. Moon's chores, so I didn't have much choice.
That's a little too much information, I guess.
Yes. There's so much information in my head, eons of data.
Well, he doesn't have much trouble finding help.
I didn't have much parental guidance.
I didn't have much money.
Mistake number 3. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. Why is this wrong? In English, we don't use two negatives in the same sentence. Didn't is negative, and nothing is also negative. Together, they cancel each other out and make the sentence incorrect. So English doesn't allow double negatives. If your sentence has already a negative word like didn't, you should use anything. So use anything in negative sentences. I didn't see anything. Use nothing in positive sentences. I saw nothing. Let's have more examples. I didn't hear anything unusual last night. He said nothing during the meeting. She didn't say anything about the problem. He found nothing in the abandoned house.
He said nothing, Mama. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
For your information, they found nothing.
Of course, in my examination, I found nothing to dispute the findings of the LAPD.
And even if she tells them everything, you did nothing wrong with Sheila.
I knew the girl was here. But when I searched the place, I saw nothing.
I saw nothing. But the wind on the water.
The Pope sent troops to claim the priory's treasure, but they found nothing.
So anyone who hates her mother, there's nothing wrong with him.
They found nothing wrong with him.
I didn't bring anything.
I went through all their emails and I found nothing tying them to anything.
Oh, you didn't mess anything up.
She didn't say anything to me about a date.
There's something out there, isn't there? I didn't hear anything.
Well, I didn't hear anything about it, though.
Mistake number 4. I have 27 years. Why is this wrong? When talking about age in English, we use the to be verb, not the verb have. The correct structure is I am plus age. Adding years old is optional. For example, I am 30. I am 30 years old. Not I have 30 years. She is 35. I am 22 years old and still studying. He is 35 but looks much younger.
I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, and I'm 30 years old for another less than a month, I guess.
I'm 25 years old.
Elliot, I'm 30 years old, I'm single, I'm homeless, and I'm pretty sure I just soiled myself.
You're 14 years old. You're not camping out.
I'm 25 years old.
30 years old. None of us are enrolled in the college.
I'm 30 years old, and I've been in prison for 3 months.
Mistake number 5. I am born in 1999. Why is this wrong? We use the past simple tense to talk about the date or place of birth. This is because your birth happened at a specific time or place in the past. The correct structure is this: was or were born plus time or place. Was born for singular subjects and were born for plural subjects. It is incorrect to say, I am born in 1999. I was born in 1999. They were born in Paris. Listen to more examples. I was born in a small village and grew up there. My brother was born in 2005 and I was born in 2000. My grandparents were born in the 1940s.
I was born in a small village outside Nakuru.
I think they're from before I was born.
The world that I was born into is very different from yours, Lieutenant.
Besides, my brother was born illegally.
They were so very low, not just because of me, but because my brother was born with his heart on the outside of his body.
My brother was born, and my parents felt he better exemplified the Walter Jr.
My parents were born into the good life.
Both my parents were born in Sicily.
Both my parents were born in Mexico.
He was born in the wrong era, on the wrong side of the river.
I raised these kids since they were born.
They were born by cesarean 3 months ago, and against all odds, they're still alive.
And when he was born, my little brother, second wife claimed him as her reward.
So, when were you born?
Let's get real. Where were you born, Tommy?
Nothing. I'm just your friend.
When were you born?
Where were you born?
Which of these mistakes have you made before? Write your corrected sentences in the comments below and let's learn together. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more tips like these. See you in the next lesson.